WSMV4 News Today starts now with this breaking news alert.
We are following up on breaking news this morning. Multiple people are dead and several are still missing after an explosion at a plant in Hickman County. Good Saturday morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Danielle Ledbetter. Right now, we are anticipating more updates from officials today. Overnight, we learned one person believed to be on site was found safely at home. Now that leaves more than a dozen still unaccounted for. Let's get straight to our Brendan Tierney, who is live at the explosive facility with the latest details from officials. Brendan.
WLKY News, right now at 9.
Good Saturday morning, my friends. I'm Blakely McHugh. Thank you so much for waking up with us today. There is a lot to get to this morning, but of course we have to start our Saturday morning off talking about weather. It is foggy out there this morning. Take a guess where you think this shot is that Suzanne is about to show you.
That's right. I was kind of teasing Blakely. She said, "Where is that shot?" I said, "You tell me."
Esta tarde, Noticias Telemundo, ahora desde Broadview, Illinois. María Corina Machado, el Premio Nobel de la Paz. La líder opositora venezolana es reconocida por su lucha por la democracia en su país y ella le dedica el premio al pueblo venezolano y al presidente Donald Trump. Los operativos de ICE no se detienen en Chicago. Ciudadanos estadounidenses temen ser detenidos por su color de piel, mientras continúan las protestas. El chef mexicano Sergio García, que le cocinó hasta el presidente George W. Bush, fue deportado tras vivir más de 30 años en Texas. Admite que cometió un error cuando entró ilegalmente, pero dice que no tuvo récord criminal. La Casa Blanca comienza a despedir personal en el Departamento de Salud y otras agencias federales. En el 10º día del cierre del gobierno, los sindicatos anticipan que desafiarán los despidos en las cortes. Estalla una fábrica de explosivos militares en Tennessee. Se desconoce el motivo de la explosión que deja varios muertos y desaparecidos. Inundaciones y deslizamientos de tierra dejan al menos 24 muertos en México. Hidalgo es el estado más afectado, pero las tormentas siembran destrucción en la mayor parte del país. Miles de palestinos vuelven a lo que queda de sus hogares en Gaza. Los soldados israelíes comienzan su retirada en el inicio del cese al fuego acordado con Hamás. Buenas tardes, bienvenidos a esta emisión de Noticias Telemundo, ahora desde Broadview, a las afueras de Chicago.
Operativos de ICE en el aeropuerto O'Hare. Agentes federales interrogan y esposan a conductores de viajes compartidos. En breve, imágenes y testimonios.
Los recientes operativos migratorios en Aurora generan reacciones de la comunidad. Lo que hace el alcalde de esa ciudad para proteger a la comunidad migrante.
Estamos a solo horas de que dé inicio el icónico maratón de Chicago y les puedo adelantar que habrá sol y que no habrá lluvia. Pero ¿cómo se comportarán las temperaturas? Y bueno, ¿qué hay del sábado? Porque seguramente esos corredores saldrán a los restaurantes a cenar carbohidratos para un mejor rendimiento. Bueno, pues todas esas preguntas las contestaré en breve.
Y se desarrollan nuevas protestas y detenciones en el centro de procesamiento de ICE en Broadview tras el último fallo que impide el despliegue de la Guardia Nacional en Illinois. Tenemos las imágenes. Buenas noches. Iniciamos con videos publicados en redes sociales que muestran a conductores de taxis alternativos en los estacionamientos.
Jorge Armando Rocha en 11 Noticias Nocturno.
Más de 20 personas fallecidas, centenares de viviendas afectadas y caminos bloqueados es el saldo de las lluvias de las últimas horas en el país. La presidenta Claudia Sheinbaum se reunió de forma virtual con las y los gobernadores de 6 estados para coordinar acciones de emergencia. Ya se aplican los planes de N3E y Marina. Mientras tanto, Raymond se fortaleció y ya es tormenta tropical. Se prevén más lluvias en Puebla, Veracruz, Hidalgo, Guerrero, San Luis Potosí, Querétaro y Morelos. La Fiscalía de Justicia de la Ciudad de México presentó su informe a un mes de la explosión de una pipa de gas en Iztapalapa. Les diremos los avances. inició el alto al fuego en la Franja de Gaza y con ello miles de personas palestinas comenzaron el regreso a las ruinas de sus hogares. No hubo premio para Donald Trump. Dan el Nobel de la Paz a Corina Machado, principal opositora de Nicolás Maduro, quien ha expresado en diversas ocasiones su apoyo a Estados Unidos e Israel. Con un duro camino de lodo y lluvia, los pilotos de la carrera panamericana llegaron de Chiapas a Oaxaca. Y ya es viernes de Tiempo Fuera, el editorial del maestro Fabricio Mejía. Y también del humor político del monero Rapé.
Al Jazeera, wherever you are.
Returning home to a city in ruins, we report from Gaza's capital, where people are picking up the pieces after 2 years of Israeli bombardment. I'm Rashad Salamat. This is Al Jazeera coming to you live from Doha. Also on the way, rebuilding Gaza from the ground up. Bulldozers begin clearing the rubble in Gaza City after 2 years of war. Crowds in Tel Aviv react negatively when the U.S.'s top negotiator, Steve Witkoff, mentions the Israeli Prime Minister's name.
To Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
And preparations are underway for more Gaza ceasefire talks in Egypt, with Donald Trump expected to attend. Tens of thousands of Palestinians are making their journey to their land in the north of the Gaza Strip, determined to reclaim what's left of their homes.
Tonight on 10 News at 11, several people are still unaccounted for after an explosion at a facility in Middle Tennessee. We'll have the latest from authorities.
Well, we started off a little bit chilly this morning, but that is typical for this time of the year. At least we were close to the average, and we wound up with 74 this afternoon. I'll let you know if tomorrow's going to be just as nice, and have a glimpse into next week, too. That's coming up.
Plus, at 11:15, one motorhome community rolls in days before UT games. Coming up, we'll hear from these fans and how they've turned their tailgates into a tradition.
Ten News is sponsored by Premier Family of Dealerships. 10 News on WBIR starts now.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching 10 News at 11. I'm Shay Smith.
I'm compelled to write to express my extreme appreciation for the superb job your entire team did to keep everyone safe during Monday's storms. Aubrey Urbanowitz and her team were amazing. Aubrey's composure and calming demeanor on air helped me feel comfortable, completely trusting the information provided. Thank you for all you do for the people in the Valley, but special appreciation for your storm coverage.
This is why we First Alert, working hard for you with WHSV First Alert Weather.
This is San Diego News Daily.
Welcome to San Diego News Daily. I'm Michelle Medina. Right now, we are entering the second weekend of the government shutdown, and now thousands of federal workers are without a job after more than 4,000 people were laid off.
WBAL TV 11 News Sunday morning starts right now.
Good morning. Welcome to 11 News WBAL TV Sunday morning. We're going to get to all of our top stories and more in just a moment. First, though, a check outside with Delencia Jenkins. And look, it looks like we might miss some of this big nor'easter in our area.
Yeah, and at least in our area, looks like the rain part of it is.
WYFF News 4 Today starts right now.
Coming up on WYFF News 4, the government shutdown continues and federal workers' paychecks could be in danger. Plus, it's the last day to attend fall for Greenville. What you need to know before you go.
And a coastal low will continue to bring us impacts through your Sunday. I'll show you when winds finally ease and rain makes an exit. Coming up.
Good Sunday morning. I'm Peyton Furtado. Thank you for joining us. 5 a.m. Let's take a look outside. I needed a jacket today.
This is KCAL News, Los Angeles.
Oh no, 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 no! Oh my God, oh my God!
Right now at 6, a heart-stopping helicopter crash in Huntington Beach. Tonight, the federal investigation underway as we learn new details about the pilot.
Plus, ex-NFL star turned sportscaster Mark Sanchez released from the hospital and booked in jail a week after being stabbed in Indianapolis.
Plus, the final push for peace in the Middle East. President Trump claims the war is over as he travels to Tel Aviv. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Hunter Sowards.
And I'm Gio Insignares. Tonight, federal investigators are in Huntington Beach after yesterday's helicopter crash that injured 5 people.
That's right. And KCAL News reporter Lauren Posen is live with dramatic new video of the crash and some new information on that pilot. Lauren. Right now at 11, breaking news. Hamas has released 7 hostages and hundreds of Israelis are gathered right now in Tel Aviv, ready to welcome them home.
A sizable crowd is to take a live look from Hostage Square in Tel Aviv, where it is 9 a.m. right now local time. Out of the 48 remaining hostages, only 20 are believed to be alive. Again, Israel says Hamas has just handed over 7 hostages to the Red Cross. No word yet on their condition, though we'll imagine we'll get more details on that as the day progresses, especially into our morning hours here on the West Coast. Those hostages will now be taken to hospitals for treatment. A little more than an hour ago, Hamas published a list of who the hostages are.
As world leaders meet in Egypt, we look at what happens next, also tonight. Here, legal action by more than 1 million motorists who can car makers deceive them over diesel emissions, a case that could be worth a record £6 billion. The risk of rising taxes. We look at the controversial new measures the Chancellor could consider. And funeral honours for one of Britain's last D-Day veterans. The RAF pays its respects to 101-year-old Joe Randall.
This is the ITV Evening News with Mary Nightingale.
Good evening. It has been a rare day of joy, celebration and hope in Israel, Gaza and the occupied West Bank as hostages and prisoners alike were exchanged in emotional scenes. Under the first stage of the peace plan, Hamas released the 20 remaining living Israeli hostages safely. There was relief in Gaza and on the West Bank too, as almost 2,000 Palestinian prisoners and detainees were given a hero's welcome after they were set free under the deal. President Trump, who brokered the peace plan, addressed Israel's parliament in person and said it was the moment everything will change for the better. Well, tonight he is attending a summit in Egypt with other world leaders to discuss exactly what happens next.
Good morning, America, for our viewers in the West. Breaking right now, Israeli hostages released. Will the war in Gaza now end? Millions in the path of a powerful nor'easter, and we remember a legend.
Breaking news, finally free. The Israeli hostages returning home after being taken captive 2 years ago. This morning, the first images of the 20 living hostages released, brothers reunited, families celebrating, and hundreds of thousands in Tel Aviv's Hostage Square await the historic exchange. With President Trump in the Middle East for the delicate negotiations. Now, the challenging road ahead in Gaza. What's next for the hostages? The withdrawal of Israeli forces. We have full team coverage live overseas.
Millions in the path of a powerful nor'easter. As the Northeast wakes up, many still bracing for the worst impacts of the storm. Overnight, streets flooded from South Carolina to New Jersey. States of emergency declared in New York and New Jersey. Ginger is tracking it all.
Chopper crash caught on camera.
Oh no, 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 no! Oh my
A helicopter spun wildly out of control, crashing near a crowded beach. People rushed in, pulling a child trapped underneath the wreckage. The investigation right now.
The latest on Mark Sanchez, the former NFL star's first public comment since release from the hospital and promptly booked on a felony charge. This morning, the new video showing Sanchez shortly before he was stabbed. Plus, what we're learning about the altercation.
First on GMA, the big retailers with big news to kick off a holiday hiring season.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And remembering Diane Keaton.
So just let me be myself. That's all I ask of you.
The spontaneous, hilarious, fabulous Oscar-winning actress.
The truth is, it goes by fast, doesn't it?
Like the blink of an eye.
This morning, what we know after her passing, as we look back on her 6-decade-long career, filled with indelible performances. As her co-stars and fans say farewell.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Monday. Good morning, America.
By Diane Keaton was one of a kind.
She certainly was. I can't even pick which one is my favorite film from her.
Good morning, America. We want to get right to our top story. It's breaking right now. The dramatic developments in the Middle East. After more than 2 years in captivity, the last living Israeli hostages, 20 of them, are home, celebrated by huge crowds in Hostage Square. All of this happening as part of a ceasefire that President Trump and his administration played a critical role in brokering.
And overnight, President Trump arriving there in Israel, expressing confidence that the ceasefire will hold and that the war is over. The president and Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu met with the families of the hostages.
Breaking news, celebrations across the Middle East. Hostages are free, prisoners are coming home, and President Donald Trump is getting a lot of the credit.
The long and painful nightmare is finally over.
Live Team 2 coverage, how Jewish and Palestinian communities in metro Atlanta are responding. And more breaking news right now. Right now, an active search underway as we come on the air for a 6-month-old baby reported missing. We're live with new information about one parent's actions right before that child disappeared.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News at noon. Coverage you can count on.
People are meeting this historic day with guarded celebrations. For the first time in generations, we could be on the verge of widespread peace in the Middle East. Hello to you, I'm Fred Blankenship. That story in just a moment. Police have been searching trash dumpsters at an apartment complex, and right now we've been there searching the woods with them. They're desperately trying to find 6-month-old Nikaya Pratt. Channel 2's Tom Jones right now has been following the story. Tom, what do you know?
Right now at noon, the latest in the pursuit for peace in the Middle East. All living Israeli hostages and Palestinian prisoners are released as part of the ceasefire in Gaza. And a pedestrian is now in critical condition after being involved in what police thought was a hit and run. Plus, multiple homes damaged or destroyed after a suspicious fire and explosion, leaving one family with nothing left. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News. Hello, and welcome to 13 News at noon. We're here with meteorologist Lindsay Monroe. I'm Felicia Lawrence. We're happy you're here, and it is another fall, beautiful, bright, sunny day.
It is, and I was just looking at some of the data from so far this month of October, and every day has been at or above average.
Right now on Denver 7 News, Palestinians and Israelis returning home as the celebrations continue surrounding the ceasefire deal in the Middle East. We're hearing from President Trump on the big step in the peace agreement. Plus, we're hearing from viewers who say an elevator outage downtown has dragged on for far too long, why they say it is such a big issue, and what we're hearing from city officials. Plus, another dub for Broncos country 3 weeks in a row. We have your wrap-up from across the pond and when the team will be back at home.
After 2 harrowing years in darkness and captivity, 20 courageous hostages are returning to the glorious embrace of their families, and it is glorious.
Celebrations in the Middle East today. Hostages and prisoners from Israel and Palestine returning home earlier this morning. 20 hostages were returned to Israel overnight. The bodies of 28 others are also being returned. Dozens of Palestinian prisoners were also released from an Israeli jail and were hugged by family and friends as they emerged from buses.
Now at noon, Greenville is welcoming a new fire chief. Just ahead, what familiar face is taking command of those who put their lives on the line for the city. Plus, a coastal flood advisory continues for several eastern Carolina counties. We'll have the latest on when those communities could get some relief.
Live, WITN First Alert News and certified most accurate weather start now.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Courtney Bunting and we start with a breaking news first alert. The city of Greenville has a new fire chief. Battalion Chief Jeremy Anderson was promoted to chief this morning.
It's a new day.
Now, from the Virginia Mason Franciscan Health Studio at King 5 in downtown Seattle, this is New Day Northwest.
Happy Monday morning. I'm your host, Kelly Hansen, and this morning I'm joined by New Day Northwest senior producer Alexis Robertson. And right off the bat, I feel like we have to talk about the Mariners.
This is NBC Connecticut News at 6.
You know, rain, wind, and electrical wires, not a good combination for public safety, that's for sure.
That is for sure. Right now, 6 communities all across Connecticut are just beginning to clean up from the first nor'easter of the season. We take a look at some of the mess left behind.
As a mother, this makes me sick to my stomach to be standing here today.
But first, breaking news in New Britain. Police with a major update on the decomposed remains of a young girl found behind an abandoned building in the city. Thanks so much for joining us tonight for the news at 6. I'm Keisha Grant. We've learned from investigators the 12-year-old girl was likely killed last fall. Now her mother is charged with murder, and the girl's aunt is also facing charges.
Right now at 5, a next weather alert goes into effect tonight as a powerful winter storm moves into Southern California.
Flood watches have been issued for areas around the burn scars with debris flows possible and some evacuation warnings in place.
Chaos at a Torrance school for children with special needs. 3 staffers stabbed, a former student in custody.
And a deadly shooting investigation at a Jack in the Box drive-thru in the Inland Empire.
This is CBS LA at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on CBS LA. I'm Pat Harvey.
I'm Rudabeh Shabazi, and we begin with the storm approaching SoCal tonight, bringing widespread rain, winds, and cold temperatures.
And meteorologist Evelyn Taft kicks off our coverage with tonight's next weather alert. Hi, Ev.
Hi, Pat, Rudabeh. I mean, it's quiet right now, and we're sort of enjoying the quiet.
CBS LA at 5. CBS LA at 6 starts right now.
Right now at 6, bracing for the first storm of the fall season. Danny.
Hi, Pat. That storm is getting closer to us, and we're preparing for heavy rain that could lead to flash flooding. We're timing it out for you next.
Hey, Danny, that storm could also lead to evacuations in some areas. The warnings that are up tonight.
We don't even know where to start. The process of laying him to rest.
Plus, only on CBS LA, the family of an innocent man shot and killed after a dispute at a local bar speaks out. And he wants to be your next mayor. We sit down with Austin Butner as he lays out why he wants to unseat LA Mayor Karen Bass.
This is CBS LA at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Pat Harvey. Evacuation warnings are already up for the burn scars as a powerful